How did 80s cordless phone antennas really work? Imagine a time when talking on the phone meant staying glued to a cord, or, if you were lucky, having a little bit of freedom with a cordless device. Those long, extendable antennas on 1980s cordless phones were more than just style. They were the heart of how these phones worked. Back then, cordless phones used radio waves to connect the handset to the base station, which was plugged into the phone line. The antennas on the handset played a key role in sending and receiving these signals. Most early cordless phones operated on frequencies around 27 MHz or later 46 and 49 MHz bands. The base station sent signals wirelessly to the handset, and the antenna was designed to send out radio waves efficiently at these frequencies. When you pulled out the antenna, it was actually helping the phone communicate better by matching the length of the antenna to the wavelength of the radio signals. Longer antennas could pick up weaker signals and extend the range of the call. The antennas worked by converting electrical signals into radio waves for outgoing communication and turning incoming radio waves back into electrical signals that the phone could understand. Because radio waves at these frequencies have long wavelengths, sometimes several meters, the antenna had to be a certain size to work well. That's why those antennas were long and often extendable. When you pulled the antenna out, it was like tuning the phone to the right channel, making sure the signal was strong enough to keep your call clear. These phones used analog technology, meaning the voice was carried as continuous radio waves. This made them vulnerable to interference from walls, household appliances, or fluorescent lights, which could cause static or dropped calls. Security was also a concern because anyone with a radio scanner could potentially listen in on conversations. That's why early cordless phones weren't very private. As the 1980s moved on, manufacturers improved these phones by switching to higher frequency bands like 46 and 49 MHz, adding more channels to reduce interference, and introducing digital security codes to keep calls private. Later models hid the antennas inside the handset casing, making them less obvious but still functional. Those long, pull-out antennas became a symbol of that era's tech progress. They represented a new level of freedom, being able to walk around your house while talking on the phone. Despite their limitations, these antennas made home communication more flexible and fun. They were a simple yet vital part of the wireless revolution that changed how we stayed connected. In short, 1980s cordless phone antennas worked by physically matching the radio wave frequencies used for communication. Their length and design helped send and receive signals effectively, giving users the ability to move around while talking. Those iconic extendable rods weren't just for looks. They were the core of how these early wireless phones kept us connected.